This is Whispering Whim. I'm going to bring you another grocery haul today. I was pretty excited with myself. I got 2 impulse buys and I was still under my budget, so I felt like I did a good job. But I've got some frozen, so let's go ahead and get started. I guess I'll show you the impulse buy number 1 first. It's a beautiful little plant. Some orange and yellow and red, and I don't know, it's just so happy that I love it. I'm gonna leave that guy in the sink for right now because he desperately needs some water. Next up, we've got some pepper bacon, which is not for mac and cheese this time. I'm going to be sauteing some cabbage with the bacon, and it's super delicious. I was hoping to pick up some corned beef that would have been on sale because it's just after St. Patty's Day, and unfortunately there wasn't any on sale, and I wasn't going to spend $18 on a brisket. Some hash browns. On the weekends I've started cooking breakfast, like one of the days, so Saturday or Sunday. And any leftover bacon I have, I'll go for that. Next up is the ice cream. Seems like I'm always buying ice cream. I shouldn't be, but I love it. So I've got some drumsticks with the vanilla caramel flavor. I love the little caramel inside. And more ice cream that has caramel inside. This one's the Snickers bar. I have noticed that my voice is a little on the broken side. I haven't been recording for so long that my nice smooth narration voice is it needs to be exercised again. Some pot stickers and frozen corn, which, isn't that exciting? And that finishes up that first bag. Next up we have some hazelnut coffee creamer. We drink a lot of coffee in this house. And then we've got some strawberry jam, which it's not opened yet, so I'm just gonna stick that in the cupboard for now. And then we've got some crescent rolls. I've been having fun rolling them up with filling inside to make sort of like, like pigs in a blanket would be, except for, like chicken basil or, something a little more grown up. Not by much though. It's funny, I thought that by having my new job I would have tons of time for the recordings, so I could spend time with you guys, right? But they gave me like normal weekends, which most people are like, yay, I can hang out with friends and family, and I'm like, boo, everybody's home in the apartments and they're making noise. And I finally managed to get 1 weekday off, so yay. Next up is some coconut milk. I'll be making pad thai later this week, so that'll be nice and tasty. And it's always good to do the like ethnic food, just because it encourages you to test out different flavor profiles and stuff. And then the rest of what's in here is there's energy drinks and some V8. But anyways, these are going to be for work, so I'm not really going to unpack them. I'm just going to move them away. If I can do it quietly enough. Cans are kind of noisy. Alright, moving right along. I picked up some individual popcorns. These will be for our lunches. Work had some, and I tried it out. And they're only 35 calories for a little bag, and it's actually pretty tasty. It's nice for when you need to like just munch on something, but you're not actually hungry. So I'm looking forward to those. They'll stay up there. And then just some eggs, because eggs are very useful when you cook. Some nice soft bread. I'm really becoming a fan of this artisan. It should be artisan, but it's artisanal. Anyways, it's got a lovely texture. I just wish the slices were a tiny bit thinner, but that's just a personal preference. Next up, we've got lots of fruits and vegetables. So celery, sugar peas, some baby carrots, and we have some nice looking strawberries. They're very deep red and big, and I don't see any bad ones, which, considering it's not quite strawberry season, is a definite bonus. Some broccoli, and the tricolored potatoes that I seem to like a lot. Weigh out in a second. Alright, so that's it for that bag. Got some granola cups. This is a new item that I saw. Kind of like a peanut butter cup, but not with chocolate. Granola is the outer part. I don't know if they'll be any good, but they looked interesting. And this one's almond butter. They did have a peanut one as well. I feel like I eat a lot of peanut butter already. Next up, we have one little fun surprise for the lunches. So you know, I like to make the lunches as special as I can while still not going excessive with like Lunchables or anything like that. So jalapeno pretzel pieces. Got some more lunch stuff. Some chewy granola bars. I don't care for these things, but other people do. And the Ritz cheesy crackers. It's kind of a classic from my childhood. And then went with the big box, because last time I got these guys, we ate them really fast. Because I like these too. Nutri-Grain little soft baked bars. And I'll throw all of this in the cupboard later. I found out that even if I organize the cupboards before I go shopping, because they're so tiny, I still have to spend a lot of time playing Tetris, and that can get a little noisy. And you know, I want you to be able to relax and for this to roll smoothly, so I've just decided that some things I'll put away later. Among those things, I got some shake and bake. The box is a little unhappy. Looks like someone ran into it. And there were a lot of them that were bumped up like this, and you know, your first instinct is to like ruffle through everything and try to find like the perfect box, but I recently watched a documentary about how grocery stores end up tossing boxes like this because nobody will buy them. They think, you know, the product inside might be defective, which, you know, it's just little packets of powder. So I doubt a crushed box will hurt it, but no one will want to buy it, so then they throw it away, and it's very wasteful. So I took a look at the box, and I was like, I don't need a perfect one. I'll just buy this one, so there's less waste in the world. That's quite a sound, huh? Just some little rice-a-roni. That was a fun noise, so I'm just going to kind of, I don't know if the whole binaural thing really affects people, but my mic is capable of it, so I got to remember to use this side over here sometimes. And last but not least, this one's going to be noisy too, some angel hair pasta. But it really wants to be noisy. Alright, next up we have all my meats, and I'll take them out of the bag so you can see what I got, but just like with putting these away, I'm gonna separate all the meat out into portion sizes that we'll actually use for cooking, and I'll do that a little later. Some Polish kielbasa. So you may recall, I am Polish, well, half Polish at this point, but our family definitely ate a lot of Polish kielbasa, sausage. Nice big old guy of ground beef. That's a pretty easy tip that most people know, is that if you want to save money, buy the bigger pack. I'm guilty of not always doing that because I hate, you know, kind of mushing it into other bags, and then I feel like the other bags are wasteful because I'll throw those away. But I really wanted to save money on this trip, and I did, so you gotta take the good with the bad. Some drumsticks. That's what the shake and bake is for. Drumsticks are just, they're not my favorite, honestly, but I buy them because they're so cheap. No one else wants to deal with cooking them, I guess. Everybody likes the really easy meats, you know, chicken breast, ground beef, and the price reflects that, because this is a better brand. You know, the Bare Naked doesn't, you know, they do some of the, I don't know, better things with chickens, you know. But I could get the better brand in the drumsticks for cheaper than I could get breast meat in the store brand, so. I've been kind of craving a pot roast, so cook that up probably next weekend. And then a big old pack of chicken strips. For us, I could probably divide it into four dinners. So next up, I had a special request for something fun for breakfast. So I got a few little mini donuts. Just a small bag because, I don't know, I don't really feel like donuts are an appropriate breakfast. It's a lot of sugar and flour and, no protein. Or maybe very little. It has 2 grams of protein. So it's not the worst ever, but 30 grams of carbohydrate. But anyways, these aren't for me. I'm not when I eat breakfast, I actually have to wait until it's like brunch kind of a time, 10, 11. Even though I wake up at like 7 in the morning, my body's just not ready to eat right away. If I can get this out here. Next up is jerky. This is my other impulse buy. I really love this pork one, black cherry barbecue. I don't know, it just hits all the right notes for me and I love it. But it's like $6 for this little bag. And then I got the jalapeno jerky, which will go in the lunches. The store used to have like little individual packs, and I would buy those because it was super easy to throw into a lunch. But they seem to be moving away from that. And this was like, slightly cheaper per ounce, and I'll just have to divide it out into little baggies, I guess. But still, it's like $10, $12 right here. I was so amazed that I was under budget. Coffee, of course. This is a very crinkly package. Some rice noodles to make the pad thai with. An onion. And some Milano cookies. I seem to be a sucker for the new flavors, the odd flavors, and this one's toasted marshmallow. So I'm a little excited for that. Probably eat the whole bag a little too fast though. Bacon bits. I've been getting back into eating salads, and I confess I throw in a lot of bacon bits and cheese and things like that that make it less healthy than it could be, but it's still better than McDonald's, right? Hearts of romaine, so that's for my salads. And then this big old guy is the cabbage that I'm gonna fry up with bacon and butter and garlic and all sorts of ridiculousness that makes it super tasty. And then this last bag's a little out of frame, but I don't feel like moving the camera again. So bear with me here. I've got 2 different types of apple, and the reason why I got 2 types is that I make a really good butter caramel, and I kind of want to play around to see for me personally, what the best apple is for that, because the Granny Smith is the classic choice, but I'm not a fan of them. So I also got some pink ladies. We'll just mix and match and see. Alright, almost there. Finish everything up. I have some deli meat, turkey and chicken. Some butter, because I cook with lots of butter, unfortunately. But butter makes everything taste good. And then last but not least, some tamales. This is kind of just for my lunch today, so. And that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and put all of that away later, but I just want to say my normal, thank you. It's great to hang out with you guys, and I know it's been a while, so I appreciate all the people who are, they stuck around. My video schedule will be probably a little more drawn out. I used to try for a video every week. And right now, with just how things are, I'm going to aim for every other week. So, could be shopping, could be art, could be a subscription box. So, one kind of video. I'm not promising what kind of video. Every other week. Okay? Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time.